Yesterday, there was a whole bunch of political stuff that really needed its own video, and this story was coming out in on and around the same time and didn't really have enough space specifically to discuss this in any form or fashion, but it really does need consideration, okay, and it needs a little bit of a spotlight itself. And given the fact that Trump did endorse this little goof and then he ended up, rallying the support, which seems to have definitely affected him in the positive going forward, because I don't know if we've got Kevin McCarthy 2.0, or is this the guy who's actually, backing up all the tough talk that he was saying beforehand. But so far, so good with Speaker McCarthy here, because he fires back amid controversy over Intel committee removals. Yeah, getting rid of the Chinese spy banger and Russia gate. Yeah, not allowing them on the House Intel committees. It's like, bro, okay, one of the biggest liars that's out there, and somebody who is compromised from every corner of the Orient. You wouldn't necessarily want them on your Intel committee, I don't think. So where's the controversy? Okay, at least he had some politically motivated questions that were leveled at McCarthy, and you know what? This crusty old bastard actually had some good rebuttals. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy on Tuesday explained why he doesn't want Representatives Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell on the House Intelligence Committee pushing back against claims of a double standard. I'm going to be very clear with you, McCarthy told reporters. The Intel Committee is different. You know why? Because this happens in the Intel Committee. Because what happens in the Intel Committee, you don't know. What happens in the Intel Committee, other secrets going on in the world, other members of Congress don't know. When Schiff chaired the House Intelligence Panel, he used his power as chairman and lied to the American public. Yeah, because he has the documents that are going to tie Donald Trump to Russia. But then everybody who is investigating or surrounded with the entire Russiagate situation, well, they've all kind of been snatched up. Like recently, there was an FBI agent investigating on behalf of Adam Schiff, who ended up getting snatched up on collusion charges with, guess which, you can't fucking make this shit up, with Russia. Motherfucker was colluding with Russia, and he was supposed to be one of the chief spooks for Adam Schiff. It's fucking hilarious. It's high comedy. Referring to the late 2019 Department of Justice Inspector General's report, the speaker said when Devin Nunes put out a memo. Last time we checked in with the Twitter files, I think they've released one more, at least at the time of recording, one more drop, but it was just about, how Big Pharma was pressuring social media to really push the jabs. It's like, yeah, we know that. Okay, it ended up getting backlogged, and maybe I'll go around and talk about it, but it's really old hat at this point in time. Just long and short of it is, Pfizer and Moderna were really pushing incredibly hard to make sure that everybody knew about the vaccine on Twitter. It was like, yeah, okay, we know. Okay, but yes, this Nunes memo that was out there just saying, Russiagate is total ass, and Schiff was like, no, you need to censor anybody who's saying anything bad about that. Schiff said it was false. We had a laptop, and he used it before an election to play politics and say that it was false, and said that it was Russians when he knew different, when he knew the intel. He used his position as chairman, knowing he has information the rest of America does not, and he lied to the American public. So why do you want him on the Intel Committee? So that he can continue to use one of his go-to lies. I have information that you guys don't. It's like, okay, cool. Can you give us a hint? No. It's like, okay, so we know that you're lying. The speaker then invoked House Democrats' push in 2021 to remove several Republicans from committees, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, and they were successful in doing that. Representative Paul Gosar was censored and removed from his committee assignments after he posted an anime video. Oh, yeah, wasn't that some Attack on Titan shit where he was a big Titan and it was a fucking cartoon at the end of the day? Get fucked, okay? Motherfucker posted a meme and ended up losing his committee positions because, well, Nancy Pelosi at the time probably remembers when large creatures used to roam the earth. She's old, get it? And President Joe Biden on to social media. Oh my God. But I will not be like Democrats and play politics with these where they removed Republicans and committees and all committees. I'd be that petty, but I understand, one step at a time. McCarthy's answer was in response to a question about allowing Representative George of motherfucking hilarious Santos. That guy's great. Got a video coming out shortly about him. It doesn't include the drag shows that he used to be a part of. It's funny because you see leftists being like, oh, see, he goes to drag shows. Were there any kids involved? And I thought that was just expression. You guys are all about that. But, oh, okay, cool. We see the hypocrisy in real time. You're great people. What about old Swalwell? When asked about Swalwell, McCarthy said there is a serious question around the California congressman's formerly close connection with Fang. Oh, my man. How many more pictures need to come out before we can just ask we can ask for clarification on the time-old question? Is the pussy horizontal? Because he would definitely know. First and foremost, you don't have to take my word for it. Take the FBI's word for it, and they told me who she was. I did everything that I hoped everyone would do, which was to cooperate and help the FBI, and she was removed. The Democrats said of Fang during an interview with The View earlier this week. Well, that's adorable. You're not going to be on the committee. Go to hell. Or go back to China. It really doesn't much matter. I'm sure she misses you because she probably told you that she loves you long time and you were just, smitten with him. Or her. I'm sure she doesn't have a dick. Oh, whatever. That's for you to find out because you're not going to be on the House Intel Committee. So get fucked, man. So, as for the main event of the evening, Trump's coming back to big tech, y'all. I don't really know what to make of this, okay? Because this is going to be happening in a couple weeks' time. In the coming weeks, Mark Zuckerberg said that everybody should have a voice, and Trump's going to be back. So when are you going to do the same for Andrew Tate? But he's got to get out of jail first, which is total fucking dog shit. And yes, I need to get around to doing an update video on that, but in due time, when I don't sound like I've been gargling with a bucket of nails. So, Trump's Facebook, Instagram accounts will be reinstated. Alrighty then, he's back. Facebook and Instagram will restore former President Donald Trump's accounts about 2 years after he was banned. Yeah, and in the lead up to 2024, funny timing given the fact that everybody's documents have been found at their houses. It's just odd. We will be reinstating Mr. Trump's, I'm sorry, that's President Trump, even former, you still gotta you put some fucking respect on that name, you little goofs. Facebook and Instagram accounts in the coming weeks. Nick Clegg, president of global affairs for Meta, said in a blog post, however, we are doing so with new guardrails in place to deter repeat offenses. How adorable. Okay, listen. Okay, we know that all of our stocks are in the tanks lately, and we could really use that Trump bump that we were profiting off of bigly in 2015, all the way through until when he got sliced. So yeah, we'll get all the press that he's coming back to our platforms, but we won't let him be spicy because Facebook for boomers is just that, and Instagram, I don't know how many lifestyle pictures Trump is going to be pushing over on Instagram, but hey man, who knows? Those guardrails entail heightened penalties for repeat offenses. Okay, but you're reinstating his account. You're bringing it back from the dead. So you're already putting strikes on his name beforehand. Like, what are we doing? Penalties which will apply to other public figures. Oh, so we're resurrecting him. Therefore, it's going to impact everybody else. Very, very congruent actions of you, comrade. Oh yes, for public figures whose accounts were reinstated from suspensions related to civil unrest. Sorry, what? Under our updated protocol. Oh, okay, cool. I'm sure that'll have equal enforcement once again. This will only just be a January 6th clause, even though, why the fuck was he banned off of Facebook and Instagram? I don't even know if he posted anything. His go home with peace and love video that was posted on other platforms. I think YouTube had it and then Twitter did it as well, but we'll get to Twitter in a second because Facebook, I guess for monetary purposes, and Instagram, like, outside of just having those platforms, they weren't exactly the biggest forms of communication that Trump and the campaign was using, okay? But I guess, yeah, Facebook still has that reach, and Instagram is where all the kids go. So Trump has not yet issued a public comment about the reinstatement, but Trump's 2024 campaign officially petitioned Facebook to allow him back on the platform, which he often used for fundraising. Oh, okay, see, yeah, that totally makes sense, man. And because Meta in and of itself is kind of down bad right now, they're like, yeah, Orange Man's bad, but not that bad. We believe that the ban on President Trump's account on Facebook has dramatically distorted and inhibited the public discourse, Trump's campaign wrote on January 17th to Meta, according to multiple news sources. With the lifted suspension, it will allow Trump to run advertisements on both Instagram and Facebook. The former president has amassed tens of millions of followers on both platforms. We just do not want, if he is to return to our services, for him to do what he did on January 6th. What? Show up to the ellipse and have a very mundane speech that a bunch of people attended. Yeah, heaven forbid, you'd want to have avenues for him to communicate with a bunch of people. Yeah, no, that'd be terrible. But the soft implication that, yeah, we know that Trump incited all of this stuff, even though you can't point to a single instance where that's ever been proved. But I like your phrasing that you're using here. Nothing gets by me, fuckers. Which is to use our services to delegitimize the 2024 election. Oh, okay. Much as he sought to discredit the 2020 election. Well, that one you kind of played yourself. But yeah, hey, we'll just let him back on the platforms just in case if anything funny happens in 2024, we can be like, hey, we let him on the platform, so when we got rid of him a second time, he knew exactly what the problem was. Accounts, Clegg added, will not be restored right away. Yeah, it's supposed to be within a couple of weeks, I guess, because it's that difficult to do. That makes no fucking sense. Because you've seen how quickly he was restored on Twitter. Not to say that it's the exact same thing, but that's a good transition point because, again, the official Donald Trump account has been waiting. It's been open for months at this point. Everybody's just waiting, okay? Especially Elon Musk, because he'd like some of this heat taken off of his plate right now. Trump, please come back to Twitter, because we all love a good fucking laugh at this point in time. Listen, Andrew Tate doesn't have control over his Twitter account right now, and I loved him just calling out, haram bitches. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. And having a good Trump tweet out there every once in a while, everybody would like to see it. Okay, so is he going to be coming back to the platform? Has he worked out something with Truth Social? Who the fuck knows? But there's apparently indications that he's going to be back. Donald Trump's Twitter return teased after a Mar-a-Lago meeting. So this is hot off the presses. Chaya Raichik, a conservative figure behind the controversial Libs of TikTok Twitter account. Let's just clarify this again for those in the back who don't know. Libs of TikTok just publishes publicly available material, holds it up like a mirror to the left, and then they spurg out saying, you're doxing people. Bro, it's the fucking TikToks and it's promotional materials from butcher shops. Oh, I'm sorry, children's hospitals. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Appeared to hint that Donald Trump had been discussing a potential return to Elon Musk's social media platform. Raichik, whose Twitter account is accused of posting content designed to vilify and demonize the LGBTQ community. Well, they kind of do it themselves again with all this public information and, highly publicized the drag affairs at bars for all ages audiences. You fucking weirdos. Posted on social media about a meeting she had with the former president on Tuesday night. Bumped into this guy and he invited me for dinner. Seems nice. Oh my god, did you bring any anti-Semites with you? The last time that he was going to have dinner, there was a little creepy 24-year-old and the black guy and another banned former gay guy that ended up showing up. Oh my god, hopefully the security is a little bit better this time around. No, she's far less controversial. Raichik tweeted while sharing an image of her and Trump at his Mar-a-Lago resort. Oh my god, did he offer you any classified documents? Ugh. And a follow-up tweet, Raichik added, I asked him, if his first tweet back can be retweeting this. Don't know what this is. Don't really care either. The message seems to tease that Raichik and Trump were discussing how the former president might be willing to start posting on Twitter after more than 2 years. Yeah, I don't, okay, Libs of TikTok is a good account and all that stuff. I just don't really know if she would be running or be the social media consultation for President Trump. I don't really know if that really checks out, but okay. Trump was suspended from Twitter in the wake of, the January 6th attack over fears he would use his platform. See a little bit more clarification from Newsweek on this one, okay? Over fears he would use the platform. Ergo, you got Nick Clegg from, Meta over there saying, he definitely used our platforms in order to promote a bunch of the hate and attacks and all that shit. Sure he did. Yeah, where he had more than 88 million followers, but now, well, I think he's all the way back. We might as well run this back. There's the tweet. Oh yeah, so she asked for a retweet on that one, and Trump's official account basically has all of those 88 million followers right back. So he's ready, willing, and able to do it at the moment. We'll be back up to full capacity, and that place will fucking burn down. Whenever that happens, oh yeah, I'll be doing a video on it. Okay, me and everybody else that's out there, because I just want to see the spur goat, to be completely honest. We can all use a good laugh from time to time. However, the former president has yet to post formerly beloved platform after, the platform set up by Trump Media Technology, Truth Social. Don't know if it's good, don't know if it's bad, haven't got the invite. Will you just call? Trump has repeatedly dismissed the idea that he will eventually return to Twitter, probably because there's some non-compete clause, okay? And it's his own fucking platform, for Christ's sakes. I understand, but, 87 million people, the fact that he's going to be back on Facebook and Instagram, his go-to platform where he was communicating with everybody and everything was getting multi-million interactions the moment shit drops. Like, you're going to be putting people to work, okay? Donald Trump going back to Twitter is going to employ more people than Joe Biden, okay? Because those reply guys are jonesing even harder than Trump is to go back to his old Twitter account, okay? You know it exactly as well as I do. Devin Nunes, hey, speak of the devil. Former congressman turned TMTG, the Trump Media and Technology Group, which outside of forming Truth, you haven't really done much, but okay. Oh, no, right. Some ad deal with Rumble. It's not insignificant or anything like that. I'm not trying to downplay it. It's just, I don't remember all the specific details, but that's what they've done. Also recently declared that Trump has no interest in going back to Twitter. Now his account has been restored. However, Reichek's tweet arrived days after Rolling Stone reported Trump could be ready to ditch the exclusivity agreement he has with Truth Social. How does Rolling Stone, of all outlets, okay? Because I noticed this about a week ago that NBC was reporting that Trump was going to be back. It's like, is this NBC talking to Rolling Stone and Rolling Stone telling back? It's like, have you heard something? And then it's like, yeah, we started the rumor. Okay, cool. Now I can use you to corroborate this, okay? Because it's like, how would NBC and Rolling Stone know this shit, okay? But anyways, yeah, are ready to ditch his exclusivity agreement. You can't do that, okay? You can't just go, whoopsie daisy, okay? Maybe you could figure out a workaround, okay? Or he would post on Twitter 30 minutes after he would initially post on Truth, okay? Work out some sort of agreement where he still have, right of first refusal over on Truth, as opposed to, just going carte blanche, but then he'd have to worry about replying to replies that wouldn't be on Truth as well, or some sort of mirrored content back of it. Like, it's probably very, very sketchy, and it's something that's probably been in the works for a hot second, okay? According to reports citing unnamed sources, yeah, like I said before, this is the second name I see it attached to this anonymous report. That's exactly what fucking happened, okay? Trump is considering not resigning the deal, meaning he would be free to post his thoughts and opinions first on Twitter, or exactly do the same as he does on Truth Social, essentially rendering the platform almost redundant. Yeah, unfortunately, it'll go the way of Parler or Gab. And, well, Twitter's still kind of the place to be right now. It's definitely the biggest playground with the most people around. But centralizing power in one place, if we haven't learned anything over the past 20-ish fucking years, is probably a bad idea. But it's likely what's going to happen going forward, okay? Because effective alternatives, okay? There was one with Parler. Parler definitely could have taken off, okay? But Amazon got rid of that real fucking quick. The only alternative to a big tech outlet right now, definitely Rumble against YouTube, okay? Because I don't know if anybody's going to be coming to buy YouTube wholesale out from underneath Google at this point in time. Like, nobody has that type of money, and then especially to keep it going right now. But Rumble, I'm liking Rumble a lot more than even I did before, and I used to like Rumble a lot, and now I just like it even more. Like, I like Rumble, like, oh my god. But when it comes to alternative for, like, Facebook, it's like, what's Gab? Just a bunch of fucking weirdo tradcons over there? I don't know, haven't logged in. I'm pretty sure I fucking deactivated my account a long fucking time ago, okay? For Instagram, that's just basically a place where thoughts go, and you can, jerk off to softcore porn. It's like, whatever, man, if you want to have one. I just got the burner account that I use for investigative purposes over here on this platform. I know that sounded a bit sketchy, but I've been talking for a while, so cut your boy a break. But we'll see where this goes. Who knows how long this exclusivity deal goes? Who knows if Trump is just getting all of these platforms back just to be like, well, I got him and I can use them wherever I want, but it's still exclusively going to be over at Truth. I think it's ultimately a step in the right direction, because as 2024 starts to heat up, the need for louder voices is never going to be more important than it's going to be probably starting this summer if we're going to keep it a buck. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.